Hi guys, welcome back to the Copper Flowers podcast. My name is Fikemi Adiroji, your host, and today we have another special guest with us. But before we get into that, as you can see, I'm dressed as an actual copper. Let's forget the cap. But yeah, if I stand up, you see the whole white and green look. You know, celebrating NYSC at 50 this year. So yeah, I tried to give you white on this, and also because this is clearance day and I didn't have a choice. But yeah, so introducing my amazing guest. I don't even know where to start from with his description, but this is Toyosi Godwin, guys. Round of applause. Woo! So introduce yourself, tell us a bit about you and all of that. But first of all, how are you? How is your day going?
Fine. Ready to hit the streets.
Did the fuel issue affect
you?
Actually
it's actually a big deal, but I brought both here, so
okay.
It's actually a big deal. My name is Toyosi Godwin Onigod Toyosi.
Period.
A writer, an influencer. I'm currently taking a course, so when I'm done with that, I'll tell you what else I'm getting into.
Okay, that's interesting. Explore, do more. Basically, that's what I'm trying to tell you. So we're going to get into the conversation of today. I'm sure by the title, you can already figure out that we're going to be talking about PPA at Nasarawa State and a little bit about camp experiences. Now, Toyosi is actually trying to be humble. Well, just check Toyosi Godwin on Twitter, you know what I'm talking about.
Please.
So his NYSC experience is actually a lot, and I can't wait for us to get into it. So we're going to start off with a bit of your camp experience. What went through your mind when you saw your posting letter?
So I was posted to Nasarawa, Magajida Yunusa camp, and I remember the first day I saw it, I didn't believe it was mine, right? Because I earlier mocked somebody for that camp because of everything being like, how can they post somebody to Nasarawa?
Yeah.
And then I checked mine in the evening and it was Nasarawa. I said he lied.
Oh, he saw his earlier.
Yeah, he saw his earlier.
Obina is his friend, by the way.
No, Obina was posted to Kwara.
Okay.
Now, another classmate was posted to Nasarawa.
Okay.
So I was talking to Obina like, I would prefer Kwara to Nasarawa. Or they even take me to Enugu. And then it was the same Nasarawa.
That you were posted to.
Exactly. So I was in the same Nasarawa, and I was worried because I had not gone to the north before.
Yeah.
Not gone to even as close as Abuja.
Wow.
So I was like, what am I going to do? But I just said, let me just go, and then I went.
How was the journey like? Getting to camp?
So that was the first time I used the flight.
Oh, okay.
Right, an airplane. I got to Abuja and I found my way to the camp.
Oh wow. So
it was really, really interesting. But I have another experience coming back. The second time I left, that's the first time I left from Nasarawa to Lagos.
Okay.
I used the bus.
Coming back home.
My mom was like, you should be adventurous, enjoy. That was the last time I used the bus.
Actually, how many hours was it on road?
It should be around maybe 13-14 hours. It was stressful. I got home around 11:30. My mom was on the road. I wanted some. Like, where's Toyosi? My phone was dead. Everything was dead. It was so terrible.
That's true.
So she was. I just got to the bus. My mom with rapper. Like, what's going on? It's 11:30. Like, what wrong with you?
Thank God.
Next time you'll not tell me to use bus.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that was the last time I used bus, anyways.
Oh wow. So we're going to ask a couple of questions now, right? In terms of a little bit about the exciting things about camp. Because in different camps like Lagos, Ogun State, Enugu, Delta, like on our Instagram page, you're always having wars in the comment section.
Yeah.
That Kano State is the best camp. Someone said Delta has the best camp. Would you say Nasarawa can compete? Because I saw some comments about Nasarawa State.
Yeah, Nasarawa does have a good camp. So my experience about other camps is very limited, so I really can't say. But my experience about with Nasarawa camp, I'd say I had a 70% good experience.
That's way above past marks.
Yeah, the rooms were good. Power supply wasn't so constant, but I enjoyed myself basically, and then I met people.
Yeah.
And the soldiers, maybe my settle, friendly. I was friends with the soldier of my set, very slim man like this, amazing man. I enjoyed myself with him. I enjoyed the team in general, and because of my
Your
vibrant
personality.
nature. So people drew to me. People just knew, oh, this is Toyosi. People started
The
coming to
vibe
me.
of the
Ah,
platoon.
Toyosi got it from Twitter.
You see, I told you.
Yeah, so it was really fun.
Yeah.
It was really fun. The only bad part was just the food.
You didn't enjoy camp food?
It was like
Wait, mommy food or camp food?
no mommy food.
Okay.
I basically ate mommy food for the most of the
Okay.
but I ate the camp food maybe once or twice or 3 times. But like the meat, it was like some of them looked like the meat of lizard. Some of them looked like the meat of
What get cooked? Sorry.
It was, I'm telling you.
Because there's some pictures.
You look at the meat like it will look like full stop. It's like
Oh my God.
something. Like, what is this? Do you know who I am?
Wow.
Yeah.
But I think for me, I always think back and I'm like, I wish I actually tried camp food at least once. Because every time
I
they
tried it
brought
though.
it, I was so terrified.
I know, I tried.
Because
I'm
my
very
tummy is really
adventurous.
sensitive.
I'm very adventurous. If it's the only regret I have from Nasarawa was that I did not go to Kano. I had the opportunity to go to Kano, and I just turned
To like explore and everything.
explore.
Because I was going to ask, like, did you go to different places to see?
Well, from Nasarawa, yeah, I went to Ife
Okay.
for an engagement I had at Mafemelo University. So I went to Ife. What else? I think that's it. I went to Lafia. I went to Kefi.
Okay, so you just tried to go to a few
different
places.
places to enjoy myself.
That's interesting. So what would you say, to wrap up camp, what would you say was like the worst experience you had in camp, if any?
Worst experience would be, I don't know. I think I would just, instead of saying the worst experience, I'll just say the most shocking.
Okay.
The most shocking for me was seeing people lie that they had some serious terminal issues and couldn't stay home.
Just to avoid staying in camp.
Yeah, so just avoid staying in Nasarawa.
Okay.
Yeah, so
yeah.
I can't even lie that you have tuberculosis or you have this or that just so you can go to.
I think that also shocks me as well.
I was so shocked. Like the thing was so
I'm like,
simple.
What if you like you actually have?
I go talk say I get peptic ulcer. What is peptic ulcer? I don't even know what peptic ulcer is. Where did you hear this sickness from? I know you don't have this thing. And they put it and it just, I mean, everybody lives their lives.
Yeah.
They had to do what they had to do. But I just couldn't do it.
That must have been really shocking.
It was shocking, no. It was very shocking. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So, and plus, the last day, prayed to God and God said, stay back. So, even if I wanted to do it, God already said, stay back.
Yeah.
There's no need.
We're going to get into that, right? So, like, it was the last day that you got your, like, posting letter and everything, right?
Yeah, that was the last day.
So, like, when you saw the letter, did you have a particular place you wanted to work at in Nasarawa, or you were just going with the flow?
Okay, so before my NYSC, my friend Obina and I, we already made up our minds that wherever they took us to,
you would stay there.
I'll stay there. Even if you take me to the most remote place in Yobe, I'll stay there. Right? So that was the mind I had. I wanted to serve Nigeria, like, genuinely. And so I just felt like this is the opportunity. I might not get to do this again.
Yeah.
Let me just do it now. So when they took me to my PPA, I won't lie to you, I reconsidered that decision. When I got to my school, the first thing I noticed was...
Oh, you were posted to the school?
Yeah, I was posted to the school. First thing I noticed was, because I'm a remote worker, I work online.
Lift it up.
Okay.
It's too much down. Yeah.
Alright. I work online.
Yeah.
And so I felt like power, network, data, and what else? I think food, power, network, and I think food were like the three most. Yeah, so when I got to the school, the fan of the principal's room had cobwebs. So obviously it had not rolled
in a long time.
In a long time. I sort of like, that was the first thing I saw, like,
wow.
Do you guys have electricity? They said they have solar. So I was super excited. They said they have solar. I'm like, okay, I'll come back. Then on my way to the door, the front of my school, I saw a thatched house, one house with
like a hut. Those.
The last time I read of a hut
was in movies now.
No, do you know this Ralia and Sugar Girl? Something?
I think I've seen it.
Yes, like that was the last time. Like, so this thing is real.
I think I've only seen that in
I made up my mind not to come back, but eventually I had to come back. I came back.
Wow.
Yeah, I said I wasn't going to come back.
So if you're not going to come back, what did you have in mind to do?
I don't know. just do my service somewhere else. But when I got to Lagos, I changed my mind. I was like, you know what? Yeah, I like challenges.
Oh, you came home first?
I came home. Yeah, I went to the school.
Mm-hmm.
Got back home to pack my stuff.
Yeah.
I'm going for a journey.
Actually.
So,
you just packed for camp.
I just packed
you
for
have
camp.
to pack like for
Packed my stuff, food. I even had to bring my generator from Lagos.
Wow.
I had to change my SIM card. It was a lot of changes, but you just have to adapt.
Yeah, and you already set your mind straight.
And whatever challenge it was, I would adapt.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's a good mentality to have.
It's the truth. Whatever, no matter when I got there was no power supply. I bought my gen. Now you might say it's privilege, but I already had my gen before.
Yeah.
So what's the point? I brought it. My SIM card. Thankfully, thank God for Twitter. One of the controllers of a particular, I don't want to mention the name of
service provider,
place, called me when he saw I was Nasarawa. It's like, yo, you're in my state, come. So I got there, I was like, everybody, this is Toyosi, take this SIM card, take this, take that, everything is free.
Oh,
so
wow.
they gave me that for free, so I had to start. That one worked my community,
Mm-hmm.
but this was better.
Yeah.
I just managed myself.
Wow. So, like, after you decided to stay in the school, what happened after that?
Well, after I decided to stay, I had to start living. So the thing with my own experience, I don't know if it's with everybody else.
Yeah.
Is you have roommates, but you're still living independently.
Yes.
Yeah. So like, for the first time, all through my university days in University of Benin, I had roommates and I was not living independently. Like, if the room was not clean, I'll tell junior students to clean it.
Mm-hmm.
Or if there's no food in my pot, I can tell Gray how you get food.
Yeah.
But
So
here,
you had people you could.
nothing like that. Yeah,
Everybody's a stranger.
Everybody's just facing each other,
Mm-hmm.
except for a few persons.
Yeah.
Right. So this is where tribe comes in.
Mm.
Right. When you meet people of your tribe, there's this affinity.
Yeah.
I met a lady called Bumi. I'm like, you're the only. Everybody has been Hausa.
Oh yeah, because I was going to ask if there was any like.
So
cultural barriers. And
yeah, I'll get there. So when I saw Wumi, I was like, Wumi, how far? So she took me as a younger brother.
Yeah.
And
like a family thing.
yeah, that's how we started. And I learned independence there.
Mm-hmm.
How to be independent, how to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
If you don't do it, nobody will do it.
Actually.
If you don't wake up and go to
Nobody
the
will
CDS,
wake you.
nobody will wake you up.
Yeah. And I think that's one of the things that African parents like about NYSC.
It gives you this.
It depends. Yeah,
You have to do it on your own.
And around the accommodation thing, like being independent and all of that, how was accommodation like for you?
Accommodation was bad.
Did they provide accommodation?
Yeah,
for you?
the school. So the school, right?
Yeah.
Because of the values that core members have to the school,
Mm-hmm.
they sort of provide accommodation.
Yeah.
So the place will.
Was it accommodating accommodation?
It was intimidating. Again, it was first of all well water was there.
Mm-hmm.
The toilets did not have roofs, so like if you were looking at me from the sky, you would see my full naked body. But and they did not have doors too. So if somebody was coming, you have to say somebody's inside or somebody's inside. So they will have to wait.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
So it was just like a block.
Yes, just block.
So no cover.
No cover on top,
roof.
no cover in front.
Just the sides.
Just sides.
Wow.
So like if somebody is coming, you have to pour the water extra loud so that they will hear from far away that somebody is actually inside this place.
Wow.
I'm telling you the truth though. So it was like what's this ultimate search? How you are living?
Ultimate search.
Yeah, how you are living in the wilderness. That's how it was. But the people were beautiful.
Really?
Yeah, they were beautiful. I had my bias.
Stayed with.
Yeah, I had my bias towards them, and I'll be honest, I had my bias towards them before I left because of the rumors, the news, negative news about a particular tribe.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I'm going to go and live with these people. How am I going to do it?
Yeah.
So, but I found out that they were beautiful people.
Really?
They were beautiful people. In fact, the most amazing experience for me was when I was leaving.
Yeah.
The last day, because they had a market. So
Yeah.
it was there I learned that they had market days.
Mm-hmm.
So Thursday was our market day,
Yeah.
and we also had CDS that day.
Mm-hmm.
This woman, she said I was leaving because I buy
All your food
stuff from her. So she's like, "Are you leaving?" She's not educated. Do you understand? So
Yeah.
she's like very remote, but she knows the business.
Yeah.
Like, I'm leaving. I'm going to Lagos tomorrow. Come to my house tomorrow morning. I did not know her house, but I just had to start asking around.
Yeah.
I got the house, and she gave me onions, give me tomatoes, give me this one. Went outside, brought money, gave me like 500. I said, Yoruba boy, if somebody does you for you, you do that. So I called the children, give them, you know, but that experience really told me, go and tell your mommy, tell her thank you, give your mommy this.
Oh wow.
I don't know this woman. If I see her now, she probably won't recognize me. But it was so sweet, you know.
That's actually really
it was really sweet actually.
Because one of the core values of NYSC, right, is to foster national unity and like let people know that okay, we Yoruba people are not just Europe. There are other tribes that are beautiful people as well. But the only thing we have is just like people's opinions about them.
Yeah, I have a theory that if you are not exposed, tribalism is mostly anchored on lack of exposure. If you're exposed to other cultures, if you know what they do, what they are like, you will definitely not have your stereotype because every culture has bad people.
Yeah.
And they have good people.
Yeah.
So if you have experience, if you had experience with bad ones, you can't just use that one experience.
As a general.
Yeah, exactly. So I used to do that until I went to Nasarawa and I met God. The king was sweet.
Oh, I thought I was
really
supposed to get
sweet.
to that. I think for me, how I did that was with university experience. Because you know, university, there are different people coming over the country. So I'll meet someone that's from Edo State.
Yeah, you could learn that from.
So I'm just like, okay, that's what really helps as well.
And then my NYSC, my roommate, I stayed with Yoruba person. I stayed with an Igbo person. I stayed with 2 people from Benue. That was the first time I was living with any Benue person. I learned the culture, I learned about their food, I learned about I almost went to Benue itself.
Really?
Out of curiosity. You know.
So they gave a very good representation of Benue State.
No, the guy himself did not give good representation. But you're not going to use one person's experience.
Yeah,
I just
true.
got information from them. It was a beautiful place. But the guy himself, we fought too.
Because of like differences and all of that.
Yes, there were differences. A lot of differences. God, that guy was annoying. He was a good guy, sweet guy. But when he decides to be annoying, he just goes
the extreme. That was
what's wrong with you?
And then you have to like learn how to work with people because you live with them and all of that.
Don't work with them now. Don't work with them. You take a tree and make a forest. A tree cannot make a forest. You have to learn to work with everybody. When there's a project, in fact, in my community, so this is Agwatashi. I mean, it's Agwatashi in general, but they had different. So we had to call everybody, all the core members posted to our community. We'll sit down, we'll meet, we had a fellowship. Everything was just organized.
Oh wow.
Do you understand? So it was a bit tough, but
you guys built something together.
Yes.
So let's get back to like working in the school. What did you teach in the school?
Can I remember? Sorry, I thought, man, it's been a long time.
Because most people that come, they say, this is giving you room to think. Most people that come, they say that they post them to like.
What's the equivalent of social studies in?
It's not civic education.
Yeah, I think it's civic education.
Really?
Yeah, I think.
Because when they post people,
similar.
they give them like so many subjects, and then they said that most of the conversations we've had, they will give them teach from like SHS1 to like SS3 every single day. Because like they're probably the most educated.
I was not faithful in that thing. Personally, I like to work on my terms.
Yeah.
So waking up every morning to go to school to meet the assembly was also new to me.
Because you're working remotely by yourself.
Yeah,
already.
I mean, I've been working remotely. So, but I had to deal. That's what life is. If you meet challenges, you encounter it, you devise a way, you face it. So I had to deal, write reports.
Because it's not forever.
It's not forever now.
Yeah.
Write reports. I formed my school's anthem.
The school?
Government Secondary School. Agwatashi.
Are you serious?
Yes, I wrote it. I taught the students.
That's so nice.
Along with our students, we arranged the school's library.
Oh. What do you mean by rearrange?
Like the library was, it had books, but it was, first of all, the students were never encouraged to read. I have some things I don't want to say here, but education was not really prioritized.
Because I was going to ask, like, was there like a barrier with teaching them? Like they speak
language
English?
barrier. There were some students in the class, they did not understand anything. So like I had to, when I was teaching SS1, I remember I had to get an interpreter at some point. Like I would speak the English and then they understood just small, and then I had to call a friend who the most intelligent among them. I would like tell this person in this language. I did not care whether they did not understand the language or not. I just wanted to pass the message across, whether it was through Yoruba or via English. Just get the message, and I did.
What was the primary language you spoke there?
So another thing. It's not the north. It's not only outside they speak in the north.
Wow.
Like everybody just believes once you mention north, everybody thinks it's outside.
Hausa.
No, They have other
Deep.
languages. My community, the language they spoke I had not heard it anywhere before. It's called Alago.
Alangu.
Alago.
Alago.
Yeah, Alago. Then they had Fulani people who just want to speak Fulfulde. Then they had Hausa.
Oh wow.
So predominantly Christian. Well, as opposed to the mentality that the North is predominantly my community was predominantly Christian.
Really?
Yeah, well, it was a mixture of both, but I saw more Christians.
Wow.
You will hear names, all those names that you don't see in them. You know, at Lagos, everything now is Kelvin, that Damian. You will hear Cornelius, Felistus, and that's how they actually name their children. Yeah, something else.
Like deep names.
Yeah.
Wow.
For real.
So the community was actually like really beautiful to stay at.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Very rich in culture. Very rich in culture. You see cows. You see. Did I see horses? I don't think I saw.
What's one thing you really loved about the culture?
I don't really know about that. One thing I loved about the culture.
Yeah, like there, like for example, as a Yoruba person, now maybe you like the outfit, you like the food. So like, what there made you like really excited? And you're like, okay, I really love this thing about them.
I think it would be maybe the way the king made it look. I think it was the friendliness.
Tell us about your experience with the king.
Yeah, the king. So first day we went to the king. We went with the Eli.
That's the king of.
Yeah, of Agwatashi.
Okay.
Obi local government.
Okay.
Yeah, so Nasarawa has 13 local governments.
Okay.
Obi is one of them.
Okay.
I think the third or fourth largest.
Okay.
So met the king. Very amazing man. Welcomed us. In fact, one of the kings, we went to different kings. One of the kings even gave us a cow, a goat.
Oh wow.
Yeah, with Kilampo Obi. Kola nuts.
Bitter cola.
Gave us that. But the one in my village, amazing man. When I told him I had a project, he granted me audience, but it was too late. So he couldn't really support me like he wanted.
Yeah,
so
we'll get into that.
yeah, so yeah. I really enjoyed meeting him. He was friendly. Educated though. They don't use illiterate as kings.
Yeah.
Maybe back then. But like
No,
our
it's
own
modern.
king was a doctor.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was a doctor. Bespoke English, clean language. You know, so it's not an illiterate or anything. It's just a clean guy that understood the importance of they would tell you their own experience when they did service. They understood the importance of what you are doing.
Yeah.
So it's a different thing when you're talking to somebody who doesn't understand your reality, who doesn't
That's
understand
true.
what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But this man understood us, gave us the necessary support, told us that if anything happens, maybe fight happens, come to the palace.
Directly.
We will shield you.
Mm-hmm.
So that was always our mentality. Anytime there was anything, palace.
Where's yeah, and
So,
you just get there.
Yeah, it was a really good experience.
So like, how was life like living, right? Because you talked about like PPA, like where you worked, but how was like living normal? Like, because like you said, you're already working, you already had a thing you were doing. So how was it like balancing that with school and then like living your normal life?
Okay, first of all, I would say that it was later I realized the reason God told me to stay back. I learned an important lesson on independence.
Okay.
Independence. You just have to be independent. You can take me anywhere. Now, to be honest, I would survive. Unless God doesn't want me to. But if you want, I will survive. I will always adapt. Learn to just find a way. Just find a way, you understand? And then, so at first I said independence. Second, responsibilities.
Okay.
You have to take responsibilities for yourself. If you don't do it, nobody will do it.
Actually.
If you say you're not going to go to CDS, nobody will.
Nobody will force you. You're an adult.
Nobody will. So you have to take, but you will see the repercussions.
Yeah.
Because your attendance,
Clearance and all of that.
Exactly. You might miss an important information. So, yeah, taking responsibility. You have to take responsibility for everything. Then I think it also helped me understand the importance of community. Because the the people I stayed with, we were like a family. Even though we had our differences, frankly. There was one of us that likes loud music. 6 a.m.
Are you serious?
It's already going.
That's
Oh, you need. Like, let me sleep, God. So everybody came together to
6
beg him.
a.m.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I had to, in fact, we
Was
almost
it like a shared room?
2 people. It was 3 rooms.
Okay.
2 people. So
Okay.
6. No, it was crazy. There was one of us who liked eating native food, doesn't eat anything rice, just swallow. And then there was the room, the women stayed together. We didn't put men and women.
Yeah.
We put women in one room. The women, the ladies, their own is just their room was the latest.
Definitely.
Clean,
Of
always
course.
cooking.
Of course.
Always cooking.
You're always making.
You could be starving. I cooked though. I will not cook here. Don't cook now. First of all, the restaurants in my community, the real restaurants, like the Lagos type of restaurants, was in Lafia. And Lafia was like, I don't know how long, but it was far
from where you were
It
staying.
was really far. So I couldn't be going there. It's not possible.
It's not possible.
So I had to let go. My restaurant in the community was not my standard. It was not clean.
Yeah.
So the sight of
The
it
food.
was sort of irritating. But you can't say that now.
Yeah.
So I had to cook egusi, cooked asaro porridge. The asaro, first time I cooked asaro, the salt.
You learn from experience.
I ate it like that.
Was that like your first experience with cooking?
No, with cooking, no. But with cooking at asaro, yes. I had
Okay.
cooking in school, but
Yeah.
school there were options. You had cafe.
Yeah, you could go.
You can even meet your classmates. How far gifts? Run me one spaghetti or something.
Yeah.
But on this place, nobody run you anything. Everybody
You have
is
to
managing the
be independent.
cooked beans, cooked rice, cooked jollof. And sometimes it would just enter my head. I'll go to Lafia, go and buy. Today I want to cook this. I will enter YouTube.
How to cook?
How to cook this? I'll be.
So you had to learn.
I had to learn. No, you will not learn what. And it's helpful now that I'm living alone.
Yeah.
It's helpful now that I'm living alone. I can, unless I'm busy.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not making enough income, I will sit down and buy food stuff. I will cook myself.
Oh,
You
wow.
cannot threaten me. Nobody can threaten me and say I'm not going to cook for you.
And that's a flex.
I stayed 1 year. I cooked all through 1 year.
So you never like.
Okra. That's the first place ever I did okra. Okra soup. I can make okra now.
Thank God for YouTube.
Custard. I had custard. I had bread. Custard and bread. And spaghetti. Those three were my constants.
Yeah.
But you see all those
Soups, like if you just want to.
yeah,
for
I did
real
those
drink
things
something.
maybe like twice in a month. And that was it.
But it's lovely that you had like cooking experience and all of that. But in terms of like your social life, did you like go out? Were they clubs? Okay, you said it was
Okay, so
community.
they had parties.
Mm-hmm.
I can be
Yeah, very
lively,
reserved
but
person.
I like to be in my space.
Mhm.
Let me just be in my room.
Mm-hmm.
My friend went to so another thing was they had weddings at night. Yeah, like the weddings were not in the morning. They had morning wedding, but like there were some they do overnight.
Is it like white like
I don't know. I did not go. It was my friend that went.
really?
But all 3 nights you hear their songs. Their songs are usually high pitched.
Yeah.
I'm
But you enjoyed the music.
No. I did not enjoy it. It was
But
not my
like, was
time.
it interesting? Like to see
Yeah,
like,
the
what,
vibe.
Yeah.
The vibe where
I think for me I found it so different and interesting, like okay, this is not Davido.
the culture is not the video. But well, they
It's
don't
like
whiskey, they actually finish those
Fuji,
places.
yeah. Really?
Yeah, they play all those songs. Play those songs. But they had a different culture. The weddings were at night.
Mm-hmm.
They play their local songs.
Yeah.
Their local.
In
I
their
had
local
Fura
dialects.
Denino. Is it Fura Denino or Fura Denino? I don't know. There's this Fura, the one
You
that
guys
has
tell us in the comments.
that whitish thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then they sprinkle something inside.
Yeah, I think I've seen it.
I had to tell them not to sprinkle because it was irritating. The thing was like, the woman was sprinkling with her hand.
So it was shocking.
I'm like, and people were eating it. I'm like, no, don't put it again. Don't worry, just use the spoon alone. You understand?
Yeah.
But they were like, that's the spice of the drink.
Mm.
So I had that. I think it was a very, very good experience in total.
It's not like generally, right? You had a really lovely time, especially in terms of like learning more about yourself.
Then it wasn't lovely.
Like in the process,
But looking back now,
it
I
helps
think I
you a lot.
enjoyed it.
So you say like NYSC, yes.
Yes, I recommend it if you really want to, if you have issues with being independent,
Mm-hmm.
I think you should go for NYSC.
But if you don't have issues with being independent,
Then you should go. There are many reasons. You go for
Yeah.
for the purpose of serving your country,
mm-hmm.
because whether you like Nigeria or not, people are serving the country. There are
Yeah.
people who are dying for this country.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to go for that purpose, then there are some parts of, I don't know if it's in the constitution, but of some of social corporate life
Yeah.
that they won't really accept you unless you have
Yeah,
NYSC.
I think it's a general
some people
thing.
can do because of that.
Yeah.
So there are many reasons, but I did it because
You genuinely wanted to serve.
I genuinely, man,
Yeah,
there's some
curious.
places that really need help.
And that leads to us talking about your project, right? I heard that you did a project for your community. Can you tell us a bit about
I did not do a project, but
Okay.
as a team, we did a project.
Okay, the coppers.
Yeah,
thing.
we did a project on that's of Agbatashi, not of Obio.
Yeah.
Agbatashi is a sub community in Obi.
Okay.
So we hosted a games festival.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, invited the soldiers, invited youths of the community, invited everybody. It was very, very. We went to Lafayette, bought gifts for the winners,
Oh, wow.
involved the students. It was a bonding. People
Bonding
came.
experience.
So they had a what do you call it now? A field, very large field, and people came. People watched us. I was the MC. Yes, so it was like everybody come out. Dancing competition, tug of war. Did a lot of games. It
So
was
there are lots of activities.
yes, but so for anybody who wants to do, when opener comes, my friend, I will try to bring him. When he comes, he will tell you how to do a project because it was the project guy. He was the one that did the project and actually won an award.
Oh, wow.
If you want to do a project, there's something called needs assessment.
Okay.
You have to understand what the community needs. I wanted to do a borehole,
Okay.
but when I presented to the king, the king was like, nah, do a public toilet. I already got the budget and everything, but by the time I got back to him, it was like 3 or 4 months to the end of the project, so it was already late. So if you want to start early. So I did that was the only thing I did.
Yeah.
We built the library, we arranged the library, we did a games festival. I think that's right. And then volunteer to teach students.
Yeah. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I really feel bad. I should have. I wish I had done the public toilet thing.
Yeah.
But I'm really nice. And it will set a precedence for anybody.
That's coming. Yeah. But like in terms of now, because you did yours in 2017, right?
No, so okay. I finished last year. Yeah, I started 2021.
Like are you serious?
Yeah, I started 2021. I finished last year.
So it's still very recent.
Oh, this is I'm telling you is last year.
Wow.
Even though I think I delayed a bit to go for my NYSC. Actually, I finished school in 2019 now.
Yeah.
I finished in 2019. 2020 I couldn't go because of the COVID and all
COVID,
that.
yeah.
But 2021 I went.
So this was actually still recent.
Specifically, I got into Nasarawa, my community. I started specifically July 4th, 2021.
Oh, wow.
That was the first day I resumed as a full-time corps member. Came back home in December, got back to Nasarawa in January, and then left in April or May.
But would you genuinely recommend that, like right now, right, with the way our whole Gen Z life is like, would you genuinely recommend people actually go to Nasarawa? Like their post said they should actually stay and do the work and all of that.
I will concede that NYSC still needs a few things to be better. The safety of corps members.
Yeah.
It's very paramount, right? When I was in Nasarawa, one of my friends from school, from Uniben,
Yeah.
we met. Deeper Life came to do something, so we met. I'm like, oh, how far? And it was telling me the experience of how they almost kidnapped him, all of those, but he survived in the bush. It was a very, very scary, So
All the impressive going
I
to
get
country.
that some people might not want to do it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I get it. Or they want to do it in their comfort zones.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that. But I believe that I recommend that they should do it.
Yeah.
Even if you want to do it in your comfort zone, if you want to do it in places you're comfortable, just do it outside Nigeria.
Yeah.
For people like me, I don't really like manipulating processes.
Yeah.
If they post me to Udueleba, go to Udueleba.
Yeah,
I don't care if I'm coming from Abuja.
Mhm.
I'll go there, I'll see the realities of people. Because when you see the realities of these people, it makes you realize that there are people that are actually struggling. Like there are people that you give 20,000
Life is
naira.
different.
Yeah. To worship you.
Compared to the tier where they say 10K is not enough.
On Twitter people are saying that 10K is not
What
money.
is 10K?
What is 10K? 400K is not average salary. Bro, there are people you will give 400K, they will worship you in that place. It's true.
Yeah.
It's true because the program.
That's a lot of money, to be honest. Even now, who will you give 400K that won't be graceful?
So I would recommend that you do it if you are looking to build independence. You want
Yeah.
to know what it looks like to live outside of your home,
Mhm.
outside of your house. You don't want to be under your parents.
Yeah.
You want to be like alone.
Mhm.
To know if you will survive. Go and try it.
Would
You will
say-
survive definitely, but
Yeah.
it's just that you will learn.
You have
the
some
process.
challenges.
Yeah.
Would you say that the fact that you're already working was able to help cushion the effect and make you comfortable? Or would you have
Fun
survived if it was just that?
Fun fact,
restricted?
I did not spend any amount in my NYSC all through. I touched it once, but it was not for personal need. It was to just pay somebody, but I did not particularly take the money and spend it.
Yeah.
In fact, I did not even receive the alert because the number I registered was my previous line.
number.
I remember I told you that
you
I
changed.
changed my SIM, so I wasn't receiving the alert.
Mhm.
But regularly I would go to the bank to check, is it there? I said yes. So after I finished, I had money, some 300 or something, or 200 something on ground. I just withdrew and went to it.
Like, you know, that was my agenda too, but like,
I understand.
Um,
I had the remote
yeah.
job, so I had some privilege. But that's why I say I understand if some people don't do it.
Yeah.
But
Because
if-
imagine if you didn't have.
If I didn't have,
I
I
just
would
had
have
to survive
been
on this 3K. Do you think that's possible?
Funny thing, my core members, the friends,
That's what
survived.
they were doing.
Yeah, they survived on it. So it was possible, or it is possible.
Yeah.
It will be hard
It's
if your
challenging.
taste is high.
Yeah.
But in Nasarawa, the Lafia, things were cheap, were
Mhm.
affordable. Yam that you will see how much it is. You see it easy. Like in the market, people were coming from their houses with chickens. Like they. So my community was agrarian,
Yeah.
primarily agrarian. They do farm, rice. Yes, I said I was going to talk about the women. This is where I'll talk about the women. The women in that community are strong.
Really?
Women, they sell meat. They are the farmers. Men, some men do farming, but there was near my house there was this, I don't know what they call it, this farm store
Yeah.
where they do rice, local rice. Women, you will see them with their wrapper. Chiki 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 chiki. The farming, the yam, women. Chicken, women. The market something was a woman now.
Yeah.
It was a woman now.
That gives
Everything.
you stuff.
Women. Strong, resilient women like this, eh? It was shocking, though.
That's really nice.
Because in Lagos, you reserve those things for men, thinking that women
Yeah.
are weak. But those ones, nobody is weak there. Strong
Mhm.
women, they take care of the family.
Yeah.
They handle
The
responsibilities.
yeah.
Yeah, so
So you're not slacking.
you're not slacking. You as a guy self, you will feel challenged.
Yeah.
I saw women every morning they wake up, they are there with the rice. If you are going to our CDS this thing, you see women beside the road. They are drying some, I don't know what they were putting inside the road for sun to heat
Mhm.
it. Very strong women.
That's amazing. That's inspiring, to be honest.
And many of them are not even educated. They
Yeah,
can't
that's
speak
true.
English. I remember, let me tell you this story. Maybe I'll round up this story.
Yeah.
I had a pet.
Louder, please.
I had a pet.
You had a
What?
petting.
You don't want to hear the story.
And I want to hear the story.
It was a chicken.
Oh, Jesus.
I
I know I was expecting
I didn't want to hear the story.
a rabbit or
I had a pet in Nasarawa.
a chicken.
Yeah, it was chicken. So I was excited to finish. So a few months, I was like, if I buy this chicken during the NYSC this thing, it might be expensive. Why don't I buy one and keep it till that time?
Yeah.
I kept the chicken. I started training it. Over time, chicken will come under our door,
Yeah.
the table in front of you come and hide there. So over time, I started building affections towards the chicken. It was like my pet. To kill it was not hard.
Oh, so you bought it for the purpose of
For killing it,
yeah.
but like to kill it because the thing was so cute. We just come eat food.
No,
if you-
not just kill it, so like to eat. You don't eat chicken.
yeah,
so
kill
like
and
to,
eat.
Yeah.
So like, you will just come, you will rest, you will chill. So the day of killing it, I was like, I even gave it a name. I forgot. We even gave it a name. The core members.
Really?
We gave it a name in the community, in our.
So everybody knew that it was Toyosi chicken.
It was Toyosi chicken, but it had a very weird name like this that we would call it. Once we call it that name, to just
He used to respond.
sometimes he responds, sometimes he
Wow.
but I know for sure he
Mhm.
comes to the door.
Yeah.
We'll just come and hide. There I will put rice because rice was easy, so
Yeah.
I'll put rice. I'll put water. We'll drink. Over time, maybe it had a girlfriend to bring a boyfriend. We'll bring other
Yeah.
chickens. They will come and eat. They will go. They were going to kill it. Ping me,
Did you see the killing?
but I ate it.
Wow.
I was eating it in tears.
Oh my god. Wow.
I felt bad. But this
Poor
soup
chicken.
was still...
Because I was shocked. Like,
I felt bad, but the meat was too sweet to
oh my god.
Just...
But chickens, like, I know for sure, like, chickens are actually, like, so cute.
It's agrarian, so like, and then another thing, the taxi. Another thing I would say, right? You see, you won't know how toxic Lagos is until you actually leave Lagos.
I was going to say, like, I was going to do a quick comparison, like, clearance we have here and clearance you have there. Like, what you hear about clearance here and there.
Yeah, okay, I don't know about Lagos clearance, but over there it was my friend Precious, for instance. Now she has about 1,000 people in what do you call it?
In my local government, we have about like 8,000. Like when you register, right? The number gets up to like 600.
Probably like 100.
No.
Something. No, wasn't so it was easy. Ella would sit down and call everybody, and everybody goes to the house. But
yeah, living in Lagos and now being in Nasarawa, what was the shocker?
Lagos does something to you, right? There's this thing about Lagos that builds a sense of impatience. Everybody's fast. Bus never stop. People they jump.
Yeah.
Sometimes the bus hasn't stopped. People will jump in. So it was like everybody just moving on the move. But when I got to Nasarawa, everything was just moving in slow motion like this.
I'm sure you felt weird.
Like you would enter first of all the taxi.
Yeah.
The taxi, right? 4 people at the back.
4.
Yes, so instead of 3, normal 3. The seats originally for 2 people, but they will put 4. In front, the driver will be sharing 1 seat. So the driver is here. Somebody is behind the driver. There are 2 people here. So in total, and then if you are lucky, you can put maybe a cow or something or chicken.
How big is this normal size taxis that we have?
You know, taxi like the ones they use for goats.
But
they are old versions.
So like this yellow cabs type of.
But they're not colored. I think they're colored red. They're colored red in my community. But like 2 people, 4.
So 8
in total. If
there was load
here. If somebody has body odor, the thing will be slapping you from left to right. If the person beside you is carrying a goat, you have to deal with sitting down beside goat. The goat will just lick you like this. So, and you're like, I'm just trying to get to laugh here, please. It was crazy. I'm only saying I'm telling you it's actually real. Like there was a woman that had live chicken beside me. The thing just like it was just testing me to see whether I'm strong.
Oh my god!
I'm like, in my uniform. Like, please let me just go. And then the drivers, they would drive to a point. Maybe they had a family member that helped them to do one wedding 12 years ago. Just stop, go and greet the family member. This one, hug, kiss, do everything. You have to wait.
You are joking. I guys are paying for the rent.
Yes, now.
So
I just kept wondering if this is legal. If this was legal, it cannot be. It's not possible.
Change it for the drive.
At the point, I actually changed it too, because there was time I actually got and they're like, "You're wasting people's time." I was the core member, so everybody is like,
"Knew that you're educated."
So like, "You're wasting people's time. This is inappropriate."
Now
he came back and told me, "Oga, if you're not going,
come down."
So I knew that I had no choice.
Yeah.
Then I knew that. I mean, I had he gave me the option of walking away. I can't walk. If I walk away, the next person, before the next boss will get me.
Actually.
So I had to just.
So what else would you say was like a shocker? Did they have malls there?
They had malls in Lafayette. Lafayette is like the sort of cosmopolitan area.
Okay.
Yeah. The part I stayed was rural.
Okay. So you had to like
no
travel
police station, nothing.
Eh?
Yes, no police.
So they didn't use cars.
Markets. They use cars, but we buy black markets.
So you don't have any petrol station?
That's why I said black markets. The road, in front of a what do you call it now? A federal road passes across my community. I think it leads to Benue or something like that.
Wow.
Just so there were black markets, folks. Yeah, so folks.
So it was a staple whether there's fuel scarcity or no fuel scarcity.
You always find fuel. People stored fuel in their houses.
Yeah. They actually knew how to like get around their day and everything.
They will get around now. They have found a way to get around. They were nice people.
That's so interesting. Really Did you have any special moment? Like in Lagos, right? One thing I've experienced is there was this time I think I was going to buy something or going home, one of them, and then someone was like, my club member, no, don't pay full price, just pay half. So I've gotten that benefit. The only irritating thing as well, is when they started sitting behind me when I was a copper. Like now, dressed in my Corper uniform, if I'm walking maybe to another bus stop or something,
They will
just
say
like,
what?
when I was a Corper, do you know that I was a Corper this year? Why tell
Okay.
you? So,
Oh well, those
did
things
you
personally,
experience
the way I
anything?
view those stories, right,
Yeah.
it's just them, it's just reminiscence.
Yeah.
So I just see it as they're just remembering. I don't really have anything to it. But I think one time I really enjoyed the benefits. I always enjoyed the benefits.
Mhm.
Staying in the community
Yeah.
for free was a benefit on its own.
If you're not going to stay for free, how much will you have paid?
So it was 60 or 70.
For a year.
Yeah, in that community, you just find a
So that's
one or
5K
two.
more.
Yeah. So
Do you know, based on I live in Lagos, that's so shocking.
yes, now Lagos is just. If not that the place is not developed like Lagos, I will stay back. Telling you.
If only this place
you
could
go
actually
out
develop
of
like
Lagos
that.
and you just inhale like this 20 kg low. 20 kg.
Actually,
I'm telling
like
you.
you just come and with this whole fuel scarcity thing now, and then prices, transportation now.
This
is
fuel scarcity,
double.
even though it's
It's not even
affecting
fuel
Lagos
scarcity.
that
They
much.
removed subsidy,
Yeah.
and I think
Yeah, so like the increase, the
Yeah.
thing has increased. Yeah, people are not paying the original price. If I don't know, I did not experience the removal of fuel subsidy. It's not, that's not even been removed officially. Anyways.
yeah.
But like I did not experience it there. But I know that these people cannot be stranded.
Mhm.
They will always have a way.
Yeah, they were hustlers.
All the rich people in Nigeria are there. AA random.
Mhm.
The fuel station is everywhere all over.
Oh, Nasarawa.
Yes. They will not be stranded.
Mm.
Yes, and Lagos now, and this Lagos mentality of you always want to what do you call it, scam your friend. You always want to
try to make
I
money
know why it's
off.
fast.
Mm.
No, it's not there.
Everybody's like trying to help everybody.
Yeah, it's not there.
That's
They have a
beautiful.
good sense of community
Yeah.
over there. So
Oh, you were saying something about like your experience like with being a couple, like one of the benefits.
yeah, so we're coming from Lafia. Wumi and I were coming from Lafia,
Mhm.
and we were stranded. And then we just thought we're putting our uniforms.
Yeah.
So we're just waving at cars, and this flying car just stopped with AC. It just stopped. Beep beep, come inside. We got in. He was like, you're serving the country. Good job you're doing. Drove us to our this thing
House
for free.
Wow.
I was so shocked. And then there was this respect they had for corpers in the community, corps members in the community. There was this respect they had. Corper. Once you're a corper like this, once you walk in, your shoulders are high. You walk with so much authority.
Yeah.
They gave us. My students used to give me. I told you it was
Yeah.
agrarian.
Mhm.
So there were free fruits.
Yeah.
They'll give you free fruits. Give you free foods. A lot of stuff. Sometimes people are buying things 15 naira. They will sell it for you 13 naira just because you're a corps member.
Things were that yeah, like
Things were affordable.
As
The
a-
price of sardine that time was like 100 or 200 naira lesser than the one in Lagos.
wow. I'm sure like with your Lagos experience and then going there, I'm sure you're just like, if only I could live here.
Yeah, I did. I actually had that feeling after.
Yeah.
After I left, I told you the first 2 months was like resentment. I did not really enjoy it. It was after I had a thorough reflection. Like, you know what? I actually enjoyed this thing.
You actually had a good time.
Yeah.
Because when you're in it, you actually not realize.
It was tussle. There was time I was coming from school.
Mhm.
I came from school only to get to my gate. I saw a snake.
What?
Yeah, I saw a snake coming from all afternoon. No. So I started choosing a snake like the landlord. Like you're the owner of the house. Whenever you decide to go, I will leave.
Wait, was it a constant thing?
No, it wasn't constant. Although I saw a snake twice though. There was someone on a tree. They were not big snakes, but
Snake
a
is
snake
snake.
is a snake. Do you understand? So
There's no big or small.
just saw it just rolling, twirling. Saw a chameleon. Saw a.
Wow.
Even though I did not see this one, it was my friend. They saw the head of a hippopotamus. They saw
Are you
one
serious?
I saw hyena. They put the hyena on the street as if it's a dog. Do you know what Yorubas call hyena?
Yeah.
Ajegunjero. He eats meat and he eats bones.
Yeah.
They put it on the streets like as if it's a random dog. Bro, I freaked out.
I think it's because you were educated, so like you knew what
They tied
it
the
was.
bounce. So people were just going, the children were playing.
Are you?
If you people don't get there with that place, that thing should open his mouth.
Oh
He
my
will devour. He will consume all of you.
Wow.
So
Chameleon, that's actually interesting.
yeah, I saw a chameleon.
But did you explore? You said something about going to a couple of places. So did you explore like travel around while you were in Nasarawa? Because you mentioned you're a homebody and you're also working.
Mm-hmm.
So like
The only regret I had was not going to Kano.
Hmm.
I had the opportunity to go to Kano, but I just turned it down because I felt like I'll be doing too much. But
yeah.
I went to Ife
Yeah.
by bus. Despite my experience, second time. This one was worse. That's why this one was one that sealed it for me that nah.
This bus
Unless I'm going to like Benin.
Mm-hmm.
Just 6 hours of the way or so, 5 hours. I can go to Benin. But anything 10 hours, 15 hours, it's worse when you're not sitting down beside somebody that's annoying. Like they're always hissing. Or they are always turning their heads. Or they're always telling you, oh, guys, sit down where now? So I was like, you're stuck with that person for 15 hours.
Yeah.
Went to Ife. I went to Ibadan.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I had another engagement with a department, girls hostel, in University of Ibadan. I went to speak there. I went to Ibadan. Those were the two. Then I came to Lagos for the social media week. I was to speak for a bank.
Oh, okay.
So I think those 3.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That must have been tough balancing it for you.
It was tough, but I just had to do. It took a toll on some of my deliverables. I did not deliver on time. But
so you mentioned about changing your SIM to wrap up, right? Did you ever face network issues after that?
of course, after I changed my SIM, sometimes, like sometimes the network will just decide that, you know what, do your worst. I'm leaving. It will just go.
Like
You cannot beat me.
Oh wow.
So you are stuck in the village waiting for network till it decides. Most times it's Saturday mornings. So you try to do everything you want to do for that Saturday morning. You might not go.
Yeah.
But the few times it occurred, it's usually Saturday morning. Just everybody's going on vacation. Let me go to just go boom, and then 12:01 it's back.
Wow.
Yeah.
But do you still have any friends that you meet there that you still talk to now?
Yes, I spoke with Wumi. Yesterday.
Shout out to Wumi.
Shout out to Wumi. Wumi is a very sweet lady. Very sweet lady. In fact, I wish she's a sweet lady.
Yeah.
Like my mom, sort of. My mom is a very, very detailed, very so disciplined. Exactly how Wumi was. You know, shout out to
And she
Wumi.
really helped you.
It helped me a lot. Wumi sometimes will cook and come and give me. When she saw that, one guy want to finish my head. I was too lazy to cook. And I cannot buy food. So she just say, Toyosi, she want your rice. Wumi, even if it's like buy anything, just give me. Anything, just give me.
Wow.
Yeah, so Wumi, yes, I speak to him. I think that's the only person I still talk to. I met the house I live in now.
Yeah.
Somebody, one of the people living in the next apartment, actually served with me in Nasarawa.
Really?
So I saw him, like, your face looks familiar. We started guessing. Did you go to Uniben? No. Did you go to G's? Nasarawa. Like, yeah, Nasarawa, NCC, what do you call it?
Nigerian Corpus Christian Fellowship.
SCFS, I mean FCS.
NCCF.
Yes, it's SCCF.
Yeah.
We're members, so we saw each other. So yeah, good thing. I mean, it also proves that the world is small.
Yeah.
You might think like, Nigeria is big. You go to Nasarawa, you commit an offense, you go to Nasarawa, nobody will see you. Bro, if I committed an offense against that guy in Nasarawa, or I had a bad reputation, he's living near my house now.
Yeah.
It's just for him to tell people that this guy is a criminal, he's a thief.
Actually, and then he'll bring your rep.
So
yeah, I think this was like a really, really interesting conversation.
Was it?
I've learned a lot about Nasarawa. Like that
was my goal actually. I wanted people to know that. There are places that exist outside Abuja and Lagos. Don't just be in your circle. Yeah, if it's not Lagos, if it's not Abuja, I'm not.
But I feel like that would have been easier if like the country was easier as well. Like I wanted to go to, if they put it where my mind was at, like was like yours. If they put it to Kano or wherever, I would have loved to go, even Gombe. But the whole insecurity, my father's prayers were working because he could not. My only daughter. Well, he was like, who? What would I tell them?
Right.
To be honest, because like you hear different things. Even recently, there was a lady that got burnt in a car accident.
There's so many.
While she was going there, and you know they say you're government's property, but like it needs a lot of reformation.
Yeah, if you go to your community rather, and you notice that they are hostile, just find your way out. If they were hostile to me, I would have gone.
Because you'll be concerned.
But that I will not go. I will go first to be sure that they are hostile.
Yeah.
I will go. I will see that
you
that
just
place is
assume.
not. I won't just assume. That's stereotype.
Issue,
yeah, just stereotype people that everybody the community is bad. Go experience the thing for yourself. Live your experience. When you see that they are good people, they are people you can always run to, then fine. But if you go and the experience is rather different, always find your way back to home. Is always open. Find your way back to Lagos. Find your way. You know, that's my advice, really. And then I think Obi now will talk about the project part when it comes. NYSC is an opportunity to scale your career. All
Really?
of the, you can do community projects, all of those things. They will spice up your statement if you have plans to do your master's abroad, for instance. You tell them, I did this project in this community, I fostered education, I enhanced technology, I did all of this.
That's
It's really
amazing.
help you. Yeah.
We would like to have, hopefully Obina comes on and you guys should actually drop your questions about that as well. Because most people probably don't even know about that.
Yeah,
area.
about the project. Obina will
Yeah.
talk about that. He built a road and he did so many other things.
Wow, amazing. Thank you so much for being a guest on today's episode. His name is Toyosi Godwin. He's acting humble now. Just check him out on Twitter. You know we had a celebrity here with us today. Any last words to wrap up? Tell them to subscribe, like, comment.
Oh yeah, okay. She told me to tell you, but genuinely from my heart, please subscribe.
Yeah.
Like,
Support.
I really like what you guys are doing. Honestly, it's an aspect that people don't really talk about that much, but it's very important.
Yeah.
Because it's whether you like it or not. A lot of things people learn.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them learn it from NYSC.
Yeah.
Do you understand? There are a lot of opinions they form about other cultures.
Mm-hmm.
They learn from NYSC. You would think, oh, Igbo people are terrible. They are terrible until you go there. You meet really nice people.
Mm-hmm.
Also, people are bad till you go there. Yoruba people are lazy till you go there. You meet hardworking people. So
Yeah.
it's good to share your experiences
But also learn first.
and also learn. Go there first
Mhm.
hand. You can also learn from. I mean, I just shared my experience.
Yeah.
I had a bias about the status, and I got there and I enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah.
So, do your thing.
Mhm.
If you're posted, if you can go, please go and try to build a sense of community.
Mhm.
It will also help you.
Yeah.
You are not a tree cannot make a forest.
Actually.
You need your neighbors. You need your
Yeah.
other core members. If there is danger, somebody can always call you. Don't
Yeah.
come doing alone in a strange man's land.
Actually.
Oh, what did we tell you?
Well, thank you so much once again for being a guest. Do not forget to subscribe, share with your friends, leave comments, follow us on Instagram at the Corper Files, and follow Toyosi
Yeah, I tell you, Godwin,
everywhere.
across all platforms: LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.
Bye.